Hello guys! Welcome back to my channel for today's video. Kasi nung last time, di ba, pinakita ko kung ano yung mga equipment ko. Ngayon, papakita ko naman paano ko i-sharpen yung mga knife ko using sharpening stones. Without further ado, let's get into it! Yo, let's go! Hi Whiskey-chan! You like my knife? So sa video na to, ipapakita ko sa inyo paano i-sharpen ang chef knife, ang nakiri knife, paring knife, except bread knife. Yun lang ang hindi ko alam i-sharpen manually by hand, which is I don't think kailangan mo i-sharpen talaga ang mga bread knife. So gagamit tayo dito ng whetstone. So I have here a Japanese whetstone. So this is a 1000 grit. Grit is yung smoothness or yung roughness ng bato. The lower the grit, the rougher, of course. The higher, the smoother. So I have here 1000, which is yung typical na ginagamit ng mga nagsisharpen at home. Ito yung hindi ko masyado ginagamit. So medyo bago-bago pa yung itsura niya. Ayan. Next one is Global. I think Global is a Japanese brand as well. So ito yung madalas kong gamitin kasi dalawa yung grit niya. Yung isang pinakita ko kanina is 1000 grit. Ito kasi is meron yung 240, which is pudpud na. Kaya ako gumawa nitong video, good timing, kasi dumating yung package ko. Umorder ako sa Temu. Tinesting ko lang naman, kasi mura. Parang $12 lang bili ko dito or 15. Kasi yung mga whetstone dito, mahal. So almost like 45 to up to a $70, ganun. So ito binili ko sa Temu, which is a 5,000 to 10,000 grit. So it's very smooth. So, meant for polishing na lang to. Hindi niya na i-sharpen talaga yung blade mo. Hindi na maapektuhan masyado yung blade. But ipapolish niya lang into like a mirror polish. So, let's do it! Let's go! So, first step, pag mag-sharpen kayo ng knife nyo sa bahay nyo, you need to soak your whetstone for at least 5 to 10 minutes, up to 15 minutes. Para lang moist yung whetstone pag gagamitin nyo and hindi siya masyadong gritty. Basically, this is not an actual stone but more of like a clay, something like that. Not sure though. So yeah, soak ko muna tong mga to. Pwede mong pagsama-samahin dyan. And then ito, the 10,000 grit. I hope this is real kasi Temu eh. Alam niyo yung Temu? Temu is like kung aware kayo kung ano ang Wish noon. Yun. Parang ganun. Pero I think Temu is much better. I don't think this is 5,000. It's probably fake. We'll see. It doesn't feel a lot smoother. But we'll try. Actually, baka hindi ko na gamitin to. Baka magdiretso na ako ng 1000 grit. Kasi ang essence lang ng 240 grit is if your knife madami na siyang ngipin. Madami ng chip, kumbaga. Ito yung aayos. So, soak muna natin siya. Cold water. If you can hear it fizz, nagfi-fizz siya. It's absorbing water. Ayan, nagfi-fizz siya. Ayan, next step is set natin kung ano yung mga knife na gagamitin. And ideally, kailangan mo ng something na pagpapatungan ng whetstone mo. So normally, they don't come with the rocks like this. Ayan, may rock siya. And then sometimes hindi effective yung rock. Ang pinaka-effective way pa rin para maging stable yung whetstone nyo sa isang lugar is having a wet paper towel or a wet towel. Kahit anong towel ko. Basta basa. For me, ang ginagamit ko is blue towels, which is pretty common dito sa Australia. They call it chucks. Chucks. Yan ang chucks. And then, I add paper towel sa bottom. Basahin lang natin. So yung moisture yung nag-a-act na parang grip dito sa ating mga whetstone. Then takpan ko muna yan kasi set natin yung mga knife ko. So mga hindi nakapanood ng video ko last time, check na nga yung isang latest video ko. Susunod dito. Andun yung mga details ng mga typical na gamit ko sa kitchen. Ayan. Okay, so I have my fillet knife, chef knife, boning knife, nakiri knife or vegetable knife, tourne knife, and a normal paring knife. Una nating i-sharpen is yung, of course, ideally, Most of you, ang una nyong bibili ni chef knife. So ito na muna ipapakita ko. So habang nag-aantay ako mag-soak ng ating mga whetstone, lalagay muna ako ng audience natin. Si Whiskey yan yun. Rodrigo. So for the sake of kung may mga cheap kang knife, explain lang natin. Lagi ka mag-i-start sa lowest. Kung anong meron ka. Kung meron kang 100 or what. Sa akin kasi nag-start ako sa 240. Ito na yung typically, pag yung knife mo talaga, like I said, is chipped. Yung bungi-bungi na yung knife mo or super dull, curved na siya. Ito yung uunahin mo. Unahin natin dito. First step is, hawakan mo yung knife mong ganyan. Ganyan ko siya hawakan yan. And then yung movement is at least 15 to 20 degree angle. Halos pahiga na siya pero hindi. Gusto mo kasi is ma-retain mo yung sharpness. As sharp as you could. Parang ganun. Kasi pag medyo tinaasan mo yan, ang tendency niyan is mag-curve lang yung knife mo. I mean yung blade. And so do it like this. Always ako nag-i-start sa tip. Nakikita niyo ba? Ayan. Ayan. And then back and forth motion papunta sa dulo. Ayan. And then balik sa top. Back and forth motion. 20 degree angle. Hindi ko pinipress masyado. Sinisecure ko lang to na hindi ko maitaas. And parang support lang tong fingers ko dito. Kailangan isa-sharpen mo yung blades mo same time doon sa kabilang edge. Kumbaga same amount or same time, same amount of swing, same amount of time kung paano mo shinarpen yung kabilang side. Kung shinarpen mo siya ng 1 minute, sharpen mo siya ng 1 minute. Kung shinarpen mo siya ng 20 times back and forth, 20 times din sa kabila. So sa kabilang side naman, same thing. Yung paghawak ko ng knife, ganyan. I'm securing it here. Pwede mo rin naman hawakan dito, pero mas sanay ako nakaganto eh. So yan. Same process. Pwedeng 2 finger, pwedeng 1 finger. It's up to you. Basta don't press, but don't be too light. Parang ganyan. So ganyan. Kung nakikita nyo, nasa angle yung knife ko para makuha ko siya ng buo. And then kung may makikita kayong mga clay residue na dyan, huwag nyong hugasan. Keep sharpening. Kasi ewan ko ano yung science niya, but sabi dun sa instruction, never wash off the clay. And then if you think your whetstone is getting a bit too dry, wisikan nyo lang ng tubig yun. Normally nagbibilang ako up to 60 to 100 swings. So, in a percentage, para mas madali, 50%, 50%. Pero may exemption. Pag yung knife mo is one-sided or single side knife, kasi madalas sa mga Japanese knife yun na yung curve is nasa isang side lang, then the other side is completely flat. Ang purpose nun is for normally for sushis. Yun. Para flat yung pagkat nila ng mga fish, ganyan. Yung curved side is 90% pag sharpen, and then the flat side is 10%. So hindi mo kailangan talagang i-sharpen yung flat side, 10% lang. But you still need to sharpen it. 60. Same side? I mean different side, 60. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have a scrap here. Ayan. Test lang natin. Ang ginamit ko is 240, so this is very rough. Very rough. Hindi pa yan na-polish, but at least we could see some result. It's good. It's satisfying. Okay na. Ayan, but still, we can do better. Are you enjoying the show? Ito yung boses niya is, Opo, I'm enjoying po. Tingnan nyo, parang si Whiskey. We're moving to the smoother side, which is the 1000 grit. Ito yung typically na ginagamit for maintenance na lang. Ayan. But I'll use the other one. So gamitin natin si 1000 grit. Ayan. Same process. This is gonna polish your blade now. Ito, ayusin niya na talaga kung ano yung problema sa blade mo. Uy, hindi ako nagbibilang. Kunwari ko na yun, 20 strokes na yun. And sharpening your knife is depende sa kung anong steel ang meron kayo sa knife nyo. Normally kasi ang Victorinox is high carbon to eh. High carbon. So very tough. So ibig sabihin very tough to polish din. Ito kailangan ulit-ulitin mo ng matagal na beses para lang makuha mo yung tamang polish. Compared sa Chinese steel and Japanese steel. Chinese steel, it doesn't mean it's fake. Come on, move on. So I have a Chinese steel here. Ito, the Dalstrong came from a traditional knife maker from China. So this is very sharp. It's from China. Hindi ibig sabihin. Stereotype, stop it. So yeah, very sharp. Ito ang pinaka-sharp na knife ko. So this has a softer, ibig sabihin this has a softer metal composition. Kasi ang mga knife, hindi lang yan pure iron, pure stainless steel. May mga composition yan. May mga... Hindi ko alam ng mga composition. Mag-search na lang kayo. Oh, that's much better than earlier. Yeah, it's a lot sharper. So much sharper to be honest. Oh, that's very sharp. So it's important to retain yung 20-degree angle pag nagsha-sharpen kayo, or 15 to 20. Alright, kung natin na natin yung sharpness na gusto natin, let's move to the final stage, which is the 5,000 and 10,000 grit. I'm not sure yet. I've never tried this type of gritness before, so hopefully it's good. Wait, so ito yung original na 1000 from Japan. This one from the Temu. Actually, I don't hear any difference kasi maririnig mo yung kwan eh. Let's trust. We're gonna test it out again. Ooh. Doesn't feel any different. Feeling ko 1000 pa rin ito, or talagang ganito lang yung mga higher grit. Is very sharp. Feeling ko 1000 grit on both sides. Sinabi lang na parang. So kung yun lang yung habol nyo, you could end the video here. But if you wanna see me sharpen my paring knife and my other knife, you can keep watching. That's fine. Actually, I don't need to sharpen this. But for the sake of maintenance, gusto mo sharp lagi yung gamit mo, to sharpen. 5,000 first. Ayan, naka-record. Nagbibilang po ako sa isip ko, don't worry. Hindi talaga ako nagbibilang sa totoo.
Stop it!
What I could say, this is very sharp. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Right, this is very sharp. Done. Paring knife done. And one of the trickiest na i-sharpen is itong tournay knife. Normally mas curve pa to. Like I said dun sa previous video ko, mas curve pa to. Kaso nabali kasi yung tip niya. So yung pinagpa-sharpenan namin, inayos niya. But hindi na siya ganun ka-curve. Alright. So okay na to. Hindi ko na masyado sharpen to. Ini-maintain ko lang talaga. Next, the most I'm excited about is this. Our sharpest knife ever. Diretso na ako sa 1000 grit kasi sobrang sharp pa rin ito hanggang ngayon. Pero sharpen ko pa rin siya. Kasi malalaman mo pag high quality yung blade, pag soft steel siya. Madali siya madentan, but it's super sharp. Madali rin siyang i-polish. So hindi ko na masyado i-sharpen to. Gusto ko lang i-try yung 5,000 and 10,000 grit kung anong epekto na dito sa knife na to. That's a very sharp knife. So we're gonna use the 10,000 grit. Yep, that is very sharp. That's very sharp. Quality. Alright, next is boning knife. Same process. Like I said, everything's just the same na. Hindi ko na gagamitin yung mga polishing kasi ito medyo bago itong mga ito eh. Okay na yun. Masyado naman sharp. Lastly, this one. This is a Wusthof filleting knife and it's very soft. So hindi ko rin masyado sharpen to kasi manipis na yung blade niya. And mas prefer ko yung mga high carbon steel na German steel na mga filleting knife because kailangan ko yung durability nila. Pagtsatsagaan ko na lang yung pag-sharpen, but I like the durability. Kasi gusto mo yung nagbe-bend eh, hindi mapuputol. And I'm not sure with filleting Japanese knife, worried na baka masira ko. knives are naturally sharp na rin kasi. Ayan, super sharp. Alright, that's it for our sharpening of our knife. That's it for our knife sharpening video. So kung gusto nyo pa ng mga gantong video at related sa aking trabaho, subscribe na kayo, mag-like na kayo, i-share nyo na. Tiyanan! Freshly sharpened knife. Alright, bye-bye guys! See ya!